to pick it up a little bit. I'm good at telling stories, and as I said, I have lots of information in my head, so I tend to be able to jump around, but it doesn't always help for time. I talked about Twitter is short, right? We talked about brief and timely, and Twitter can be actionable. I'm going to show you the hashtag #VolunTweet. Also, with people retweeting can be a great way to spread information. Talked a little bit about some of those examples, promoting those open volunteer positions. If you use Volunteer Match, there's a little Twitter, well there's a Facebook one too, but there's a little Twitter icon. You can click that, it will instantly create, if you're logged into Twitter, we'll create that post for you with the shortened link and with the VolunTweet hashtag. Good for immediate stuff, right? Or stuff that's coming up pretty quickly, or reminders of what's going on and what people need to do. Sharing, spreading that news, that sort of ripple effect, bringing people back to your Facebook page or back to your blog. Hey, we just got posted this really great article about something that's affecting our clients, or we got really exciting news, we just launched our new website, check it out. Really brief, that sort of bullhorn, right? It's the town crier is saying, hear ye, this is what we're doing, come look somewhere else, you know, because it's just about pulling people in. Retweeting, if you mention your volunteers on, you know, if they're on Twitter and you know, say, you know, tweet out at so-and-so is our awesome volunteer of the month with that link, then they can retweet that and share that with their network. So when you identify an organization, if you have partner organizations or work with multiple facilities or multiple accounts, you can, you know, have sort of that partnership where you say, hey, you know, I'll mention you, you mention me, let's cross-promote this. If you are in a position to be able to do that, that can be really powerful to sort of work outside of the network that you have already. And you can create hashtags, hashtags for your volunteers. If you have a trained core of volunteers, probably DOVIA-LA. Anybody else doing disaster response? But you have a bunch of trained volunteers out there waiting for something bad to happen. But you want to keep, you know, if you work seasonally, if you have volunteers that work for a special event, create a hashtag and message out to them on a regular basis, like, hey, don't forget, the gala is 2 months away, everybody get excited about this, or we've got that big program coming up, school volunteering starts next month, brush off your education kits, whatever it is that you're doing, you know, you can keep that information out there, again, drawing attention. Yes?
I don't quite understand what a hashtag is.
That's a good question. And while I don't know everything about Twitter, I do know what a hashtag is. All right, so if we go to Twitter here, and I put in a hashtag, VolunTweet, and it's probably hard to see, but essentially a hashtag is a way to tag a tweet with something that other people might also tag a tweet. So if you go to a conference, or if the Dovia wanted to set up a Twitter account, you could have a hashtag for your meeting, and people could be tweeting out at, you know, hashtag DOVIA-LA, and you can follow that conversation. So rather than having to follow everyone that's participating, you can follow a hashtag. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
So it essentially like puts a little check mark next to your tweet that this is about a conversation that we could all be having. If we were all on Twitter, we could all be tweeting out about this meeting, and we could follow the hashtag rather than following the handle.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
You're following a hashtag rather than following a handle, which means you're following a group, not a single person. So a handle is a person on Twitter. I don't want to get too far into the lingo. When we talk about blogs, I say blog, a combination of web and blog, like an online journal, because I did this presentation once and somebody said, what's a blog? No lie, what is a blog? And I said, oh, that's a great question. So, you know, I feel like we shouldn't assume knowledge, particularly with social media. Yeah. So, VolunTweet is actually a hashtag that Volunteer Match came up with, and the idea is that it's an open volunteer position that you want to spread online, and it's been adopted. Since I logged in today, there's 3 more. If you use the hashtag VolunTweet and put something cool up there, Volunteer Match will retweet it, because we have people who do that. But you can see some of these things. Oh, here's Robert. He's our communications manager. Market trailer transportation, Tualatin Farms, some other stuff that's going on, voter registration interns, Again, this is that shortened link that Volunteer Match will create for you automatically. So you post your opportunity on Volunteer Match, you click, well, or Facebook or LinkedIn, but tweet this and it's gonna pull up that, if I'm logged in, it'll go out under my handle. Does that make sense? Does everybody get that idea? Anybody using Twitter for open volunteer positions? 1, 2. What else are you guys tweeting out about there? Tweeting about out there. Sorry. Just general information. You have a lot of people who are you guys on Twitter?
We're on Twitter, yeah.
We post a lot of things like definitions of abuse or just different links, websites,
Sort of news and things that are going on. Yeah.
We post pictures of like our events that are ongoing, and I think we try to post like questions in order to get replies to kind of just generate. Because if one person replies to a question, everybody that person follows sees that.
Right. What's going on? That's a great idea. Yeah. So if you do